Hi, my name is Jesse. You know the spiel. This is the Lack of Podcast. You can like, fave, subscribe, tweet, retweet, put us in one of your playlists, whatever you please. Just make sure that if you like what we do, you give it to a friend, or you make sure that we know what you like. All right, we're going to get back to the show. I hope you enjoy.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to Legends from a Cramped Apartment. We missed you for the 5 minutes that we were breaking between recording the last episode and this episode.
There was like a 6.5-minute break.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Really
we missed you guys a lot.
I really missed the listeners.
We want you to know how near and dear to our hearts you are. When we left off, somebody made a horrible joke about Mussolini and Stalin and peanut allergies. And I believe that Kayla had a question for the Gold Dragon.
Which veil do you think is our better bet of getting information? Or, like, going towards and not dying?
If you go and confront a veil, there's a good chance you will die.
What if we approach it nicely?
I'm not sure you understand the nature of these veils.
Fair enough.
Someone playing music?
There was the dishwasher that did the clickety-clickety.
Oh, it's very rhythmic. Okay, go on.
They are cruel and aggressive and power hungry.
Yeah. Having weaknesses?
They're true loves.
Aww.
I mean, are there weaknesses in magic?
Yes.
I mean,
Spell
magic seems
spell.
to work pretty well.
Pardon?
Spell magic seems to work pretty well against magic.
But it is itself magic.
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's Thanksgiving in real life, because I just calculated when this episode's releasing, I will regurgitate my bacon and offer the bacon as...
Oh.
How does that have to do with Thanksgiving?
It's all about giving.
Okay.
And receiving. And these two givers
And
receivers.
Having and holding.
I want to put
It's
that in
through
my
their
official
having.
speech now.
And holding.
And giving. And receiving.
I am too tired to deal with this shit.
All right. So, do we have any other questions for... So, our veil situation is pretty dismal. It's more likely we can depose of the entire empire before we can defeat a veil at this point.
Except the Empire has veils on its side. So, no.
We could try to
Quite
strike a
firmly
deal.
on its side, and several that may have been coerced.
This happens to be the two we're going after.
Uh-huh.
Yay!
We could try to strike a deal. I am half orc.
You are, in fact, half orc.
How does that help us?
You could also,
Empire's
just
never
sneak
enough.
in and sneak out.
I'm not sneaky.
Yeah,
I am actually quite
we
sneaky.
classed very wrong for this. I'm fighter and paladin. I'm screwed.
I
I'm
can
a
be a
sneaky child.
distraction.
By sneak, I think it's more of a
Burn the city
Not-
down at one point.
not draw a lot of attention to yourselves and fight as little as possible
So,
and wake Captain Aetherius up and hope she's in
strategic
fighter shape.
arson?
I make a pretty realistic
So
tree.
strategic arson? Arson?
Arson.
Arson?
Strategic arson.
Hello, Marvin.
Marvin the Martian.
Yep.
I like your thinking.
Uh,
Strategic arson, for sure.
I'm
it-
Didn't
on.
last
Might not go
time
amiss.
we burned something down, we attracted the dragon?
And
Yes.
he has been a lovely dragon.
He's been a lovely
Yeah,
We
this
have-
one was.
We have obtained a great deal of information for the
Well,
low,
okay,
low
I'm just
price
saying,
of
if we're in a
his
city trying to avoid greater veils and a bunch of dragons show up, I mean, I feel like you got a whole bunch of things in a small little area.
I wasn't saying it was going to make another dragon show up. I was going to say it will attract attention and put the town on alert.
That's the thing, is you can get them on alert in a different spot.
Except that kind of stuff will set the whole town on alert everywhere. It'll make people watch out for suspicious behavior. Right now, maybe they're not even looking for
I feel
suspicious
like everyone's
behavior.
always alert on suspicious behavior if they have something to hide. Like, a champion of Veil.
If she's there.
If they're involved in it, they're probably on.
I mean, I don't think the whole Empire is on alert.
The Veils
That would
are
get-
probably on alert. And we're going to
Maybe.
see the Veils.
Public service announcement this upcoming weekend is National Coffee Weekend. Enjoy as you see fit. And many weekends ago for you listeners.
Well, we've been given
Yeah.
instruction to the Veils. Do we want to go there?
Yeah, I think that's our best move. We need to figure out what we're coming up against.
Very powerful creatures we cannot fight.
Creatures you would be
More
better
like-
off
We
not
can
fighting.
lose.
Well, like manifestations.
Yeah.
Creatures manifestation. Things we should not piss off too much.
Yes, quite.
They have stat blocks. If it has a stat block, you can technically kill it. But
Unless it
Check it out.
specifically says on the stat block, you can't kill this.
I did not know that was a thing in stat blocks.
It's not.
In
Unless
most.
you custom make a stat block that says you can't kill this.
yeah, I mean, there are stat blocks that say immortal.
Sure.
Interesting. Irksome.
I want to make an immortal mouse just to f up my party. I think I'm going to do it.
Name it Fred.
Oh, immortal mosquito. That'd be perfect.
Oh god, that'd be
no.
awful.
I'm not okay with this.
I'd say go with an immortal bee.
Mm.
Or it's an immortal snail that's after one person. If it ever catches them, they die. But they get 1,000,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
Sounds a lot like a movie called It Follows.
I'm just saying, immortal bee, because they're always at the point where they're like, if I sting you, I die.
But it's immortal.
Exactly. So it can sting.
I just like
See, bees are holding
I
back.
think it's called a wasp.
yeah. I like the image of someone trying to smack a mosquito and the mosquito smacking it.
Like the balloon.
Yeah.
No.
It's like bang, bang, bang.
Those
Anywho,
balloons were evil.
are we ready to head south and say
Yes.
goodbye to our dragon? Did we ever figure out the dragon's name?
No one ever asked.
I ask.
Lothalveros.
Lawful Veils. I'm gonna butcher the spelling. but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Okay.
Lotho.
Hey, I had it right.
Vaeros.
Oh, it's gonna
Wow.
That
Put
AE
that
messed people up, I
Sneaky
think.
A in there.
be close. Oh no, I was just gonna drop the R.
If I've
I
been
was
spending
actually
too much
talking about
time
Danielle.
with you, I had that whole thing perfect.
Just-
I mean, it's not like we named our kids off this list or anything.
Yeah, I forgot you signed my paper because of your art.
Oh, yes.
You was trying to.
Okay, so Lothalveros wishes you luck and warns you
I gave you a spell.
that in the region that you're going to, there's a particularly capricious green dragon.
I'm too tired for this definition.
Capricious.
Not related to caprese salad, unfortunately.
Or Capri Sun.
Here, let me Google that for you.
Okay, Google.
Highly likely to f up. That's what I think of when I think of capricious.
I just think of like snarky and a little bit trying.
Like I know how to
Exactly.
use it. But
Dictionary definition. Given to sudden and unaccountable changes of mood or behavior.
Yeah. Okay. No, I knew that.
So did
Like I knew I could put it in context, but I was just not.
Could also be used with mercurial.
It could, in fact.
Does anyone have any particular unique skills?
I have a very particular set of skills.
I can talk really fast.
Something tangible you could give to a dragon.
Words
So
of
this
love
dragon?
and affirmation.
This dragon? No.
But
Capricious green dragon.
Skills.
Does anyone have particularly unique talent?
History, but
I can roll a lot of sixes on some loaded dice.
Alright.
I can roll a lot of ones on unloaded six-sided
D4s.
dice and four-sided dice. You can bet on it.
bet on it,
Bet on it.
bet on
Disney
it.
also owns that.
We love you, Disney.
It's less than 5 seconds. We're good.
And we were actively debating coming to Disneyland like last episode, so you're good. 2 episodes ago?
I don't know. At
Yes.
some point in the near past.
Well, I'm gonna start heading towards the Great Vale.
I hope so.
Yeah. As it turns out, from this distance, with that sort of direction, you're just going to head more or less towards both of them.
Sounds good.
They're very close together.
Kind of figured.
I like that I told you there was a capricious green dragon, and none of you bothered to ask what his name was.
I mean, it's a green dragon. There's
If
only
we run into
42
it,
dragons.
we're probably going to end up trying to kill
43
it.
dragons. There's only
There's only
21.
43 dragons, not including wormlings, on this continent.
I'll ask his name.
Wait, so we just befriended one of 43, and by that I mean he didn't kill us because we gave him bacon?
He didn't kill us because he's a gold dragon and likes people.
But
Well,
clearly,
gold dragons don't really like people.
They don't, like, randomly go around murdering people.
but I'm just
Correct.
saying, clearly he likes bacon. Does that
Green
mean
dragon-
other dragons like bacon, and should we carry bacon with us at all times?
There's a lot of dragons that would eat our bacon and then eat us.
I have
Correct.
an idea.
Maybe they'd save one because they're full at that point. Who
We
knows?
could offer the green dragon my greatest treasure, which is my chainmail of disadvantage on stealth, which is how I wrote it in my equipments, and I think that will be enough.
And swimming.
No.
I will ask what the Green Dragon's name is.
Unuruksin. Unuruksin.
Glad I asked. I'm gonna call you Uni or Oopsin. One of those two.
What?
Unuruksin.
Let's go with Roopson because Uni was the name of my childhood stuffed animal.
I heard him say it and I was like, I have absolutely no idea how to spell this.
It was a unicorn. And then I lost it. My parents tried to convince me that it was okay, so they got me a bigger unicorn and called it Uni's mother. It's not okay.
Spoiler alert, wasn't okay.
Spoiler alert, that's the end of the story.
I debated doing more spoilers, but decided against it.
There's a shoot-off story
Spoiler
that I
alert.
can continue with,
Rocks
but-
fall, everyone dies. Focus, people.
Do we need anything on our travels towards this direction?
So you're moving on what you assume to be what's now an Imperial Road. You're not traveling directly along it, but you're traveling like alongside it, a mile or so distant. And you haven't really been making a lot of effort to mask your presence so far.
I
So
haven't been good at that.
Nope. Would our friendly dragon friend inform us that it would have been wise?
well, he warned you were going to the territory of a capricious green dragon, and that the emperors were the imperial troops were orcs, and that the Vales were mean.
We had a lot of warning here, guys.
We just did not heed it.
I'm good at that not heeding warning thing.
I mean, would you like to go home and read a book?
What kind of book?
A very boring one.
So not one on alchemy or herbs?
No.
One
Not
on
good then, thank you.
history.
Oh, why do you do
Yes.
this? Well, actually, I love history. Sorry, Al.
I don't know, super dry history.
Sorry, Al.
So
History's history.
you are traveling alongside this road, perhaps a mile or so distant, and you pass what seems like maybe it's a waypoint of some kind. There's a small collection of buildings around the road.
I would like to open my map and fast travel there.
Neato.
You're going to have to wait 15 minutes at your loading screen.
Okay. Cool.
Is
I
there
guess I have too many mods installed.
any way humanly possible that I can pull a hole out of my pocket, drop it on the ground, and teleport there? Does he also own that?
I mean, humanly
Not bad
possible,
idea.
yes, but for a half elf, no go.
Not a bad idea, though.
As you are traveling past this point, it seems that someone has noticed you, and a troop departs the waypoint. and is riding towards you. We got a casting of mage armor going on.
I mean,
Seems reasonable.
Sure, I'll whisper some. No.
Grimham's going to pretend to be as orcish as possible.
Orcish as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, with these veils in general, do people make pilgrimages to them?
Generally
I think
no.
more orcish.
They're not really
Yeah, minor
religious,
illusion.
right?
You could probably.
But even
pump
like
up the muscles a bit.
seeking,
So this is
not
Christmas.
necessarily like religious pilgrimage, but more of a seeking power.
Do you have minor
or
image?
Yeah,
illusion.
no, there are people who might seek out a
I
veil
kinda
to
do.
try and like prove themselves worthy.
I mirror image.
But as a
and
general
mirror
rule,
image.
if a veil wants you, a veil can find you.
I'm trying to find something we might be able to use as a cover story. Because we don't exactly have any merchant's goods.
You could major image.
Minor illusion. I don't got
I have
it.
major
She has
image.
major image. You could major image shackles on everyone that I'm holding.
Oh,
The
that,
gladiator's looking for it.
Except I'm the one riding a horse.
So get off your horse.
They're already coming towards us.
So get off your horse.
use the
They've
really.
seen me
I
on
will
Well-
shackle. We should shackle the horse.
No, I could shackle if you obviously are willing to cooperate. You lean forward and wrap your arms around the horse's neck.
Or you could look dead.
Also,
Look at that.
much easier.
But the real question is, why isn't the guy who's captured all of us riding the horse and dragging us out?
You were being real difficult. There's something new and different.
The
horse.
its bagsy fur is not worth as much if it's all stuffed up.
There is that.
Alright, and this just took a dark turn. Apparently, tabaxi fur is a prized possession.
To slavers.
Oh, that's so sad.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I was thinking more for like furriers, coat makers, and such.
See, I wasn't.
You said furriers. I heard furries.
He's not wrong.
Some human wanted to be a tabaxi so f***ing bad.
Just skin them.
Aww.
Wow, Buffalo Bill style.
Yeah.
It's just good start.
But no, they've already seen me on the horse.
Guys, stay on your
Well,
horse.
they know it's you. How far
Well,
away are they?
you're like a mile out. They've seen you. How clearly they've seen you, uncertain.
All right.
Okay.
Do
Play
it.
So
dead.
hop off. You can hop on.
Okay.
Try to look like.
I
And
don't
I'm
think
gonna-
you
I'm
should
gonna-
actually shackle us, though.
No, it would.
She's
Oh,
major She's major imaging shackled onto all of us, and I'm minor illusioning him to look more orcish.
Okay. Cool.
Are we sure we want to pull out major image?
It is a
Yes.
huge spell.
Minor illusion won't do it, though.
No, of course, but it's up to you. It's your spell.
I think it's concentration to 10 minutes.
Seems about right.
Ooh, actually. You're not the talkiest.
He's also
He's I think got 12 charisma.
I've got 14
He's not the
charisma.
talkiest, but he's not bad.
No, I know.
He's walking
Can I
into
ready
a
an
bunch of
action
half
to
orcs. The less talking, the
Channel
better.
my wings of power and awesomeness.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that we can have the talky people do the talking.
Yes, but half orcs.
Yes.
I feel like
Trying to figure out if there's another solution.
Are orcs even that charismatic though?
it's true.
He's trying to bluff it, though.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've got a +3 to performance, +3 to persuasion. Intimidation's +5.
This is probably going to be deception, though.
I could try intimidation though.
Deception is just charisma.
You could try intimidation.
Your charisma decent? Not awful.
I
I
so
feel
how's it
like
a +5?
Yeah, I got
Proficiency and +2.
Oh, I thought you said you had 12.
no, I
I
got
was
14.
apparently incorrect.
all I'm saying is if a bunch of half orcs walk up and a half elf has taken all these prisoners, they are going to be all sorts of ticked off.
Well, yeah, I was
Something that's-
trying to figure out if there was another story we could use to...
The gladiators looking for work.
Yeah.
It could work.
The mercenaries looking for work.
It could also work.
I'm not down for the mercenaries.
I-
Saves the spell slot.
I just fear that if we claim ourselves as mercenaries,
They'll put us to work.
they're going to test
we're
our
trying to
metal.
infiltrate a certain place that's controlled by a certain empire. Becoming employees
Random.
feels like a good way to infiltrate.
Do I have any idea on the Empire's views of
so
the
much
Doom
to ask.
Religion check? Disadvantage?
Really?
DC's not very high, but
For my
you're
own
not
order?
really familiar with the...
But it's for my own order.
And
Like-
there's been a lot of change on the continent recently.
Was there a all call with my order to, hey, you guys shouldn't go there?
That's fair. No disadvantage. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 8.
Man, dude, I set the DC at 10.
I have a minus, or I rolled a 6 and I have a +2. That's with proficiency.
You don't recall any news.
How is that with proficiency?
Because I have an 8 intelligence.
Oh my.
You don't recall any news.
So I'm going to precautionarily hide any iconography on myself.
Okay.
All right, are you going to cast minor illusion, or are we going to act like not missionaries?
Mercenaries.
There we go.
Really, two different.
I mean, with 2 paladins, we could also be missionaries.
True, although he's a paladin, but he doesn't have any a paladin iconography and get up because he just became one.
Praise be to Sylvia.
Selena?
Just go with Gary. So, Gary!
It is officially lore that Gary's name cannot be spoken without yelling.
Gary! You don't have to yell it, but you have to have the tonal yell.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have to stress your voice, and then every prayer to him, you
Gary! Thank you for this.
Gary! Thank you for all that you have provided for us.
That would get.
He's a little
Imagine
hard
being
man.
in the temple of Gary. Oh God!
That's actually the priests they're like the choral singers, but all they do all day is just scream Gary.
Oh gosh.
My son,
Instead of church bells, it's Gary bells. People on the top. Gary,
Okay,
Gary.
What story are we going with?
My son, you did not scream
Mercenaries
Gary
makes more
loud
sense,
enough.
so we don't waste their spell slots.
Mine's a cantrip.
Okay, her spell slot.
Mine's third
You can
level.
minor illusion to do it more buff.
Actually,
You are now more buff.
well, hold on. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing chainmail.
Can someone minor illusion the symbol of the Empire on his chainmail?
Yes, I can.
If you know it.
It's all over the place.
If she
You've
remembers
seen it.
Okay.
I in fact can.
So,
But if we're doing that, then we need to go with.
he hired us and is taking us to the capital for reassignment, or the city for reassignment.
I'm taking them to the barracks to be dealt with according to my boss.
It just gives it a little more authority behind it.
Yeah.
If we want to try that.
I'm cool with that.
No, I'm
That's a
down.
good idea.
Although,
You're down to about minute and a half before they get here. So
okay.
make
Try
your
that.
preparations.
I'm
Try
gonna
not
look
to make any
intimidating.
too obvious changes at this point because they are.
Yeah.
I already covered my iconography.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to look as intimidating as possible and keep them behind me. So
You gonna try to be an officer, or are you gonna try to be a footslogger?
No, my job is to escort you guys. I do not know much about my empire.
Just make up an orcish name and be like, Lieutenant, what's his butt? Ordered me to do
That
this, and I'm
sounds
gonna
orcish.
do it, damn it.
See, in real life, it's just John. Well, John told me to do this. Who's John? You don't know John? Who are you?
It's that kind of thing, orcish names.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Okay. So there's 12 of them.
It's a lot of people.
One who's clearly in the front.
Larger than the rest? Orange
No. His horse is a little nicer. He's wearing chainmail. And he's got a shield. and a
Hey,
long
look, a heat
sword
metal
belted at
target.
his side. Sorry, what was that?
I said, oh, hey, look, a heat metal target.
Well, I mean, there's also 2 in plate mail behind him, so...
Oh.
Yeah. Can I keep metal everyone?
Twin it.
Well, as they approach, I'm going
I can't
to
twin it.
yell, hail!
I can pretend.
You're going to yell hail?
You're going to yell hail?
I mean, we're all acting as if we're hired to work for them. One of us should.
The orc!
Okay? Go for it.
Okay.
I didn't think it actually mattered who we greet them.
Upon the
The one who looks most like them.
upon like walking up to these people, probably 30 feet away, Grimmum will say,
I could also pull off Snarky Mercenary.
"Glory to the Clethari Empire. Glory to the Glory to the Clethari Empire."
The one in the front pulls up short of you and says, "Yeah, there's something caught in your throat."
Yeah, it's called having an awesome voice.
It's called choking. Twice.
Yeah, that was my player being a dumbass. But I'm bringing these into Falker Deathgrope. For reassignment.
I'm sorry, Falker Deathgrope?
He's the lieutenant in charge of my battalion.
Which battalion?
Obviously, the Deathgrope-led battalion. You've never heard of him?
No.
He has a name, Deathgrope.
Yes, I think I'd have heard of someone named Deathgrope.
You also might know him by his number. I don't know.
He's moved up markedly in the ranks as of late. However, he does like to maintain a relatively...
Groping of death.
I was gonna
I'm
say...
sorry, did I ask you for your help?
No.
We come from Okihabara. We were
Yeah, from last night.
part of the...
I'm sorry, itching till I hit my foot on the
No,
table.
sorry, is that... Yes, Okihabara. We were part of the battalion that was guarding the previous royalty.
In Okihabara? Okihabara.
Yes.
That city's pretty much been run by an oligarchy since time immemorial.
Jesse's looking through his notes.
Was that not the city where they were?
That was definitely the Hannesburg city.
Yeah, because he left and stated...
Oh, Okihabara and Hannesburg are the same city.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hannesburg was what it was used to be named.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking about Hannesburg as the one with the former royalty. Yep, that's fine. You're good. Okihabara.
Story checks out.
It's an older code, but it checks out. What? Why are you bringing them south by yourself from Okihabara?
Deathgrope has plans well above my pay grade.
Are you sure that's his name?
Can I try to perform thinking about it and maybe considering I've just been saying that because
It's his nickname.
it's
among the
his
platoon.
nickname?
Sure.
Oh shit. I'm gonna go ahead and inspire myself with my
Okay.
inspiration chip.
Oh gosh, oh no.
Because that was a 5. Ooh. That's a 15.
That's better.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Oh no.
Because I've got a 13 on the die right here, and an insight of plus 3. So that's a 16.
I mean, he might be named something else. Do you know what it might be named?
He says, well, it's the 37th Battalion that was deployed there. Never heard of a Deathgrope in that battalion.
Oh, of course. I was originally in the 42nd, and then I got transferred to the 47th, and now I'm at the 38th.
But the 37th is in Okihabara.
That one.
He motions to his troops, and they like fan out around you guys.
So, can I chip in? Does it really matter what his name is? We were to go to this city. We kind of need to get there.
Look, man, I just want to get paid
Paid for what?
for doing whatever job they're going to give me. It's kind of what mercenaries do. We go kill people. We receive money. Would that be deception?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I'm just using my net 20 trip.
It doesn't matter. He rolled the nat 20 on the insight.
Okay.
You can roll for the nat 20, but the nat 20 chip won't help you.
Really?
Nope.
A nat 20 chip falls beneath a nat 20?
Yes. A nat 20 chip is a base success. That's like if you hit the DC on the nose.
Got you.
And when it's an opposed check and they roll a nat 20, like...
I always put it at like 18, 19.
It's like a 15 most of the time.
Nintendo.
Yeah, so he says, you don't strike me as the mercenary type.
It's a recent development.
Deception. Have a better chance on this one.
Well, can I use my net 20 chip now?
Yeah.
Can you tell if somebody tells if you're... Can you tell if somebody tells... There we go. If you're alive.
Holy Order fallen on hard times or some such?
Does he realize that I'm a holy order?
Yeah. No, he read you.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the fact that you were a cat that looked like a lemur.
I'll do
Doesn't
it
help
every
anything.
time.
Certainly doesn't help anything.
Sometimes, to help the needy, we have to hurt the not so needy that are hurting other people.
My gladiator gig just ran by. Right.
Essentially,
Okay.
it's essentially hunting.
He rolled an
bandits.
intelligence check high enough that didn't hurt his brain.
It's essentially hunting bandits for money.
Fair enough. Not really sure why you're being sent here.
Neither do I. Do what I'm told. Get money at the end of it.
Do you have a copy of your orders?
Is he still on his horse?
Yes.
I will walk up and...
Are you dismounting? I thought you were on Jacob's horse.
You're on my
No,
horse.
that's true. I will trot. I will like whisper like, look really, really good and regal. And I like it does that like trotting thing.
The equestrian walk?
Yeah, the equestrian walk as I pull up, and then upon going side by side with the orc, I will attempt to dismount him with an attack.
Holy shit.
Well,
I don't have the papers. What are we gonna do?
bluff.
Fluff it.
Bluff, 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 bluff.
Hold up.
Because if we fail the bluff, they're just going to attack us anyway.
But this way
Yeah,
I get a
but
sneak
he's
attack.
getting to dismount the guy. Maybe.
I get a sneak attack on this
I mean,
guy.
pretend you have a hole in your bag and the orders disappeared. Something.
Okay.
Do it. Attack him.
I will, as the horse is trotting, I will use the like. I've got like my backpack on me on my back or something. I will like
Wait.
try to like cut the bottom of my backpack with my hand axe that's like on my side. I'm just like can't, and then as I ride up, yeah, exactly. Everyone got that over audio, right? And then I take off my backpack and I put my hand through the bottom. I'm like, how did this happen?
Deception?
There's more.
Should have gone with a freaking attack. That is a deception of
Yep. Just like,
5.
No.
I think the attack would have missed too.
Hold on.
I mean, at least I have +6 to an attack.
Read my action.
No.
I did not hear you ready in action. I believe that you did.
I read my action to pop my magical wings some time ago.
Is there any way, this is very much out of character,
For what trigger?
that you could,
If
if you were to have the orders, ensure that they stay in your hands? And I would like to pretend that my character knows your character well enough to know that you could pull that off, or could not pull that off.
Sorry, what's the concern?
I could create a major illusion, but
If they touch it, it's over.
Okay, I see.
Right? That's the...
Yeah.
if they inspect it. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion.
Investigate too high, or if they touch it.
So I put my hand into my backpack, and I look at you, and you're like, and then I just whip it out above my head, hold it in front of the guy,
Very clearly.
and then I say, and yeah, it says orders
Oh, wait,
from.
no, make it a sealed envelope.
Oh!
Oh, okay, yeah. It says orders from Deathgrope.
Yeah, no. Jacob, your input's not valid here.
Okay.
The wizard with the max int score chose to make it say orders across the top in big letters. She gets to sync on that.
I mean, that's in character, out of character, but
Right, and
We already
out
got
of
2
character,
reviews
it's true.
like, in character you've got no input, and out of character you've suggested it, but she already said what it was.
So it says orders.
But what I was saying is using the wizard's that the wizard has a max int score doesn't necessarily mean Danielle would have thought of that.
I know what you're going to say it doesn't necessarily mean Danielle has an accent score, and I was going to
Which
utilize
also
that
doesn't mean
slap.
the wizard didn't think of it with a max int score.
That was my problem with Bill Worrell. Bill Worrell was smarter than I was.
Do the voice.
Bill Worrell! Okay, so Grimmum is going to pull out his orders, and he's going to put it right in front of this orc's face, like inches away, and he's going to pull back so it's over his head. Then I'm going to show it to the whole group, and then bring it back, and then bring it to myself, read it myself, and then put it back in his face, and then read it myself. And I'm going to say, looks good to me. Put it back in my bag.
Okay. So Danielle, I need you to describe to me general layout of the orders and if, like, what you would have made them say. Since you have full control over that.
Also, well,
And if it's something reasonable, I'm probably just gonna let this fucking slide.
it probably would have been... yeah, no pressure or anything. It probably... Being the intelligence-based individual that I am,
Thank you for inspiration.
it probably would have been.
That was gonna land like right on the Yeti.
The most recent orders that would have been appropriate here, that background, that layout with giant orders in the front, I would have filled in a couple things.
Okay.
Can I give any input on this?
Just
my
like
character-
whisper in her ear.
My character would have seen orders throughout her life. She would have been able to copy an order.
What's her background?
Scholar?
Sage.
Sage.
Might have had
Maybe
military
historical
books.
documents
Yeah.
or something. But,
I would have seen an order at a point.
yeah, I mean, you would have some idea of what a order slip should look like.
Yeah.
I mean, it would essentially be like whatever rank we come up with for you to transfer mercenary group to
Escort mercenary group to whatever.
yeah
Division 38.
to capital for reassignment.
Capital.
This is the capital, right? Or is it not?
It's the seat.
It's really not.
Okay.
It's where the power lies. There's a different capital.
What city is it?
I had this written down at some point. I do not have this written down anymore.
To city X for reassignment.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine for
really
now.
not a glamorous thing. It's pretty bare bones with the appropriate pomp and circumstance that anything of this would normally possess. It is as vanilla as I could create it. With big orders across the top.
Make me performance at advantage, Jesse.
Don't forget you have an inspiration chip.
I know.
Okay.
Well, he's already at advantage.
Okay. Then if I'm already at advantage, then with my performance of +3, I have a 17.
You were raising it. I was like, I was ready for the 7.
Right?
You're fine. He just sort of shrugs and... What the fuck are they smoking in the 37th Division?
Okiyabara's got the good...
That good kush?
Ganja. There we go. I had to find something that rhymed with
Oh god, why?
I don't know, but... Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
And I'm just concentrating on it with this.
He asks one more question. Why aren't you traveling on the road?
I kind of
Wait, is there not a road
lost
that we
it.
were on?
You were traveling alongside it.
We were off to the side of it.
In an effort to avoid patrols and such.
Oh, we were?
I had assumed.
I may have lost track of the road about a mile back.
Ooh, and I made it smell like an order. I'm just saying. I know it's a little late in the day for that one, but it smelled like a normal order. I would like that to go down in the books.
So now I'm just imagining it being like full legally blonde. It's smelling like strawberries.
Do most orders smell like strawberries? Because if so, that is
Not in this
exactly how
empire,
they
they don't.
They probably smell like sweat and blood.
Yeah. So you lost track of the road and went off at a 45-degree angle?
Well, it depends. Is 45 less or more than 38?
What?
I'm sorry, how did you end up in a position to be escorting mercenaries?
I've been asking myself the same question since we left the city.
The suicide mission. They were just tired of him, so they just kicked him out. And like, go do this menial task.
We're hoping Yalis.
That is entirely possible.
We don't want to deal with this shit anyway.
Deception?
Fun
There
fact,
we go. Give the bard deception.
With Major Image, I can make the object carry on a conversation.
Yep.
I would love it if they run
Is it even deception because we feel the same way? At least right now.
Why?
No, you don't have to.
No, I don't have proficiency.
You got a number for me?
Well, I'm inspiring the first one because it was really low. Let's go with a 22.
Okay.
So, here's the inspiration. Got it. Nice catch.
6.
Jack of all trades. Anything that I don't have proficiency in,
She gets half.
I get half.
He has an epiphany.
Right.
He realizes that you're actually the babysitters. He's not sure why this person merits a babysitter, but that must be what's happening
There
here.
must be some like nepotism or something going on here.
Yeah, like, this person is clearly an imbecile. To be able to lose the road by 45 degrees.
And whatever the hell he was doing with those orders.
So it clicks for him. And he just shakes his head and says, "Get back on the road, you idiots." and like, motions to his men that they all just start riding back towards the outpost.
As they start riding away, I'm like,
Oh, Deathgrope was my uncle. Oh.
The one in the back hears you. But his insight's really low, so...
cool.
I mean, it's entirely possible he had an Uncle Deathgrope.
Yeah, no, like, he hears it, and, like, just like, oh, so he's got an important uncle. As opposed to, he hears it, and realizes that he's been lying through his teeth. So...
I mean, if it was established that he was an imbecile...
It is highly established at this point. Dear Lord.
So am I getting
after
paid for this?
perhaps another half a day's ride, you reach sort of a ridge of hills, and it's sort of a gentle slope up to the crest, and then on the far side, it descends deeply into a vast green expanse.
Like the spider climb down.
I mean, it's rideable on a horse. So.
Oh, okay. Well, none of us have horses. One of us has a horse.
Oh yeah, take my horse back.
Mm-hmm. I figured.
And
I can feel the salt.
You've made it to the region you're supposed to be in, which I do have written down somewhere. Somebody else probably has written down too.
Not me.
Yes, you did.
I don't think you have ever said the
I don't
name.
think you have either.
I definitely have said the name. I promise you, I have said the name.
Sam can probably tell us.
Sam, where are we going?
Let us know if you're
Sam.
Sam, would you like to be our historian?
I think she already is.
A little bit. She's the one who chastises us for whatever the crap our Okiabara snafu was.
Accent.
Every time anybody says Okiabara, I think capybara.
Well, that's not
Thanks to
sorry.
Jacob. Jacob brought up the capybaras.
I just picture a giant, really fat guinea pig.
Ladies and gents, thank you so much for continuing to tolerate our shenanigans, for your continued listenership or viewership, however you're getting us into your lives. We appreciate that you're doing it. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and sign off. I guess it's around Thanksgiving time at this point, so happy Thanksgiving.
Eat some pie.
So, as I'm sure you've noticed, it's not actually Thanksgiving. My calculations were a little off. However, we always wish you eat pie and make sure you thank your family members nonetheless. All right. It's been great, and we'll see you in a week. Things are about to get very intense.